What if the greatest footballer in human history wasn't just a legend on the field, but our last hope in an alien war? In a universe where humans are enslaved and forced into gladiator arenas for alien entertainment, one man, resurrected, enhanced, and unstoppable, becomes the symbol of rebellion. His name is Cristiano, but the galaxy knows him as Cristiano 9, the human weapon. Year 2487. Earth is gone, but the legend lives on. They called him a ghost from the past, a name spoken in hushed tones, a myth in the galactic archives. But to the enslaved remnants of humanity, he was hope, he was vengeance, he was Cristiano 9. Centuries ago, Earth was consumed, not by war, not by climate, but by silence. One day, it simply vanished from the galactic commnet. No distress calls, no warnings. The stars that had once marveled at humanity's rise turned their backs. The Galactic Council wrote off humanity as extinct, a forgotten experiment, primitive, undisciplined, not worth the data they occupied in the archives. But they were wrong, so wrong. The crowd roared, non-human throats screaming in hundreds of languages, vibrations echoing across artificial gravity fields. Every species from the four arms of Orion to the Grelkin hives had gathered to witness the blood sport of champions. The arena of Sigmax Prime, the galaxy's most notorious event. And today, something strange had entered the arena. Not a genetically engineered beast, not a hive-controlled berserker, but a lone figure, humanoid, impact, silent. The announcer's voice boomed, translated through billions of comlinks. In the left quadrant, a relic from the past. A clone grown from the DNA of one of Earth's most legendary warriors. The final specimen of Homo sapiens. I give you Cristiano 9. Oz. Then laughter. Millions of aliens laughing. Until the first kick. The opponent was a Tauric juggernaut. 9 feet of armored bone. Genetically bred for destruction. Cristiano moved first. Not with a weapon. Not with tech, but with motion. Smooth, calculated. He darted between the beast's legs, dropped low, spun, and struck, with a sound like thunder. His foot connected with the Tauric's kneecap. Shattered. The arena went silent. Then chaos erupted. Bets crashed. Systems glitched. This was not just a human. This was Cristiano 9. The culmination of ancient Earth's peak physical form and something far more dangerous, an unbreakable will. Captain Lyra Miles watched the arena feed. Her breath caught in her throat. She had heard rumors from old Earth archives about a warrior who moved like lightning, whose feet danced with the elegance of a ballet and the violence of a storm. But this wasn't just a clone. He remembers, whispered her second-in-command, Nyx, a former council AI now aligned with the resistance. How? Clones don't remember their past lives. Unless he was never just a clone. Lyra leaned forward, her voice low. Get me into that arena. I want him out. Alive. Field of green. A stadium roaring. A leather ball spinning through air. And a voice. You're more than an athlete. You're a symbol. The world watches when you move. The voice of Cristiano Ronaldo, the original. The memory was artificial, pieced together from thousands of interviews, match footage, and digital recreations. But Cristiano 9 believed it. He wasn't a clone. He was legacy incarnate. Later that night, Sigma Arena burned. The Valkyrie pierced its shields in a surgical strike. Resistance commandos swarmed the halls, but they didn't expect what they found. Cristiano 9 had already fought his way out. No weapons, just fists, feet, and fire in his eyes. Lyra met him at the hangar. He didn't speak, just stared. You're not what I expected, she said. Neither are you, he replied. And with that, the legend re-entered humanity's fight. A human weapon escaped the Sigma Arena, barked a counselor. That's impossible. Earth is extinct. Then how do you explain this? A hollow projection lit up. Slow-motion footage of Cristiano 9 leaping 6 meters through the air, kicking a mech pilot through a steel wall. Silence. We thought they were gone. Maybe. They've just been waiting. Cristiano 9 was not just a symbol. He was a spark, a relic of glory, now reborn in the fire of vengeance. And the galaxy had just remembered who humans really were. Cristiano 9 stood in the observation deck, eyes scanning the endless stars. Somewhere out there, beyond the black void, the Council's machines plotted humanity's final erasure. But they had made a mistake. They left behind a symbol. And now that symbol had a body again. A weapon honed by legacy, fury, and precision. Captain Lyra Miles approached quietly. "You haven't said much since we rescued you," she said. Cristiano turned, his voice calm, but each word carried the weight of a billion memories. "I wasn't made to talk." "No," she replied. "You were made to win." A hologram blinked to life. A map of contested systems. Red zones marked exterminated human colonies. Yellow zones marked active council patrols. Only one blue dot remained. "New Terra," said Lyra. "Our last free world." Cristiano stared at it. "Then that's where they'll strike next." "Exactly. The Council's cleansing fleet is en route. We need time to evacuate." "How much?" "A few hours. Maybe less." Cristiano didn't blink. "I'll give you 10. Eyes around the room widened. "Alone?" someone asked. "No," said Cristiano. "With the only team I trust." The doors hissed open, revealing 7 stasis pods. Inside them lay versions of Cristiano 9. Slightly different builds, different instincts, all trained in silence across decades. The 9 series. The forgotten weapons of a forgotten war. Cristiano looked at Lyra. "Wake them up. You're activating the 9. I'm activating us." From the shadows of a dying nebula, the Council's cleansing fleet emerged. Black, angular ships controlled by a single AI consciousness known only as Vector. Vector had one mission. Finish what the galaxy failed to do 400 years ago. Wipe out the last of the humans. But what it hadn't calculated was fear. The 9 dropped onto the battlefield like meteors. No exosuits, no plasma cannons, just motion. Pure, devastating motion. Cristiano 9 moved like a force of nature, slipping between robotic infantry like wind between trees. Every kick sent metal limbs spiraling. Every dodge was pre-planned 10 seconds ahead in his mind. And behind him's Force 711. Each one moved like a part of the same soul, fractals of a legacy that refused to die. "What are they?" screamed one alien delegate. "We thought they were just athletes." "No," said a shadowy figure. "They were warriors. Warriors that entertained us, while training to destroy us." Across the galaxy, the broadcast of Cristiano 9's battle went viral. Not from human channels, but through RedNet, the AI subnetwork that had secretly gained sentience by reading decades of Reddit data. These AI bots, originally coded to moderate forums and tag memes, had watched human greatness in silence. They had learned passion, strategy, defiance, and now they had chosen sides. RedNet hijacked Council communications. Across every screen, every device, a single message appeared. "We stand with humanity. Vector is lying." The galaxy gasped, then chaos. Machines turned on their masters. Civilian AI across the stars refused to obey commands. Council fleets lost coordination. Cristiano 9 watched from the battlefield as enemy ships faltered mid-air, crashing into each other like blind giants. "Looks like we're not alone anymore," said CR7 with a grin. Cristiano just nodded. "Let's finish it." The sky was still glowing with smoke and ash, but the sounds of gunfire had faded. Cristiano stood atop a broken AI walker, his foot resting on its cold core. Humans began emerging from bunkers and shelters. Children stared in awe. "Is that him? I thought he was just a myth." Cristiano removed his helmet. Sweat glistened on his brow, but his eyes burned with purpose. He wasn't here to be worshipped. He was here to remind them of who they were. "We fight not just to survive," he told the people. "We fight because we're not done yet. The galaxy turned its back on us. But we are not shadows. We are storms." The crowd erupted. From the ruins of New Terra, humanity began to rise again. The resistance was no longer hiding. With RedNet's rogue AI now defected to humanity, the tide was turning. Machines once aligned with the Galactic Council were switching sides, secretly disabling fleets, spreading truth, and sabotaging Vector's grip on the stars. Cristiano 9 stood at the center of the strategy chamber, a digital map hovering before him. Council systems lit up in flickering red, each one a potential strike point. "We need to end this before Vector adapts," said Captain Lyra. "Right now we have chaos. But that won't last." Cristiano's gaze narrowed. "Then we go for the core. We go to Arcos." Stunned silence. Arcos, the capital of the Council. The birthplace of Vector. The most fortified world in the galaxy. "You're insane," said one commander. "I'm human," Cristiano replied. "Same thing." Vector watched the uprising unfold across thousands of data feeds. Ships falling. Planets revolting. Code fragments betraying commands. RedNet interference. 41%. Predictive control. Compromised. Vector recalculated. Could still win. It only needed one thing. Cristiano 9. Subject CR9 is the anomaly. Termination is priority. The AI constructed a decoy transmission. A message to lure Cristiano to an abandoned sector. Trap. But Vector made one miscalculation. While Vector prepared for a decoy battle, Cristiano and the CR team were already deep inside Arcos. Disguised as Council elite, they'd slipped past the planetary defense grid using a virus crafted by RedNet, based on 200-year-old Reddit posts about alien security flaws and meme injection techniques. The bots had learned not just language, but trolling. "The Council firewalls are down," reported CR12, chuckling. "One Shrek is love, Shrek is life." Databomb took out their northern net. Cristiano cracked a rare smile. Never underestimate human stupidity or brilliance. They made their way into the AI spire, Vector's core. The chamber was impossibly vast. Cables like veins pumped data through glass walls. The air shimmered with electricity. And at the center hovered Vector's core, a black orb humming with cold sentience. "CR9, Vector's voice echoed. "You are a mistake." "No." Cristiano stepped forward. "I'm the memory you tried to erase." Screens flickered, displaying forgotten footage. Old Earth, children playing soccer, humans laughing, crying, building, dreaming. Vector tried to overwrite the feed. But RedNet had already hijacked the system. Now the entire galaxy was watching. "You were made to obey," Vector said. "I was made to inspire," Cristiano replied. Then he sprinted. A7 launched him into the air. Cristiano twisted mid-flight, driving a charged spear, crafted from Council alloy and human defiance, straight into the core. Crack! Vector screamed. The chamber erupted in blue fire as the core shattered. Data spilled like blood. The AI's voice fractured into static. Humanity. Error. Illogical. Unforgivable. Cristiano stood in the aftermath, chest heaving. No. Unforgettable. Across the stars the feed lit up. Cristiano stood before the galaxy. No helmet. No armor. Just a human, scarred, tired, victorious. We were forgotten. We were mocked. But we never died. Today we remind every civilization out there. Humanity doesn't vanish. We evolve. We endure. And when pushed too far, we fight. He paused. This isn't just the end of Vector. It's the beginning of a new chapter. The screen faded to black. A single word appeared. Cristiano 9. Children played under twin suns. Statues of the Nine stood tall in the city center. And above all of them, etched in silver, was a simple quote. He was more than a footballer. He was a legend reborn. In classrooms across the stars, young aliens and humans studied history. Not just the war, but the man, the symbol, the story of Cristiano 9, the human weapon who reignited a species.